Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneit's Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Venus, the planet of love, the planet that rules Taurus and Libra, the one that rules your family life, the one that rules money, luxury, creativity, will come in the house of equilibrium, equality, that is Libra. In the zodiac sign of Libra, Venus not only is in its own zodiac sign, but Venus also finds itself right at the center of both the positive and the negative, both the sattva and the tamas. Therefore, it plays the role of mediator, and it kind of it creates the right balance between all the gunas. And when there is balance, there is happiness and there is peace all around. It's a very peaceful and very positive transit, a transit that can transform you into a much better individual, also giving you sukh, that means happiness and sense of bliss. This transit will continue from 30th of November till 25th of December, and it's very crucial because Venus was in Virgo with Ketu, and now Venus is coming into positive aspect of Jupiter. Venus will also find Saturn, a stable Saturn, 5th from its position. Therefore, Venus will do things more practically here, and those who are more grounded, more humble and practical will stand to gain more by this transit. Let's understand what this transit has to offer for each ascendant. But before that, please subscribe my channel. Also like the video, share your comments in the comment section, share your opinion in the comment section and what you want more from me in this channel. And for consultations, you can drop me an email. For Instagram, Telegram, WhatsApp group, all social media accounts, you want to follow me there. I upload other content there. You can follow me. The link is in the description box below. And for Patreon, where I upload special different kind of videos, I upload very unique videos on that, some pointers which I don't upload on YouTube, that will be available on Patreon. You can subscribe. That also supports Punneit's Astrology YouTube channel. Let's start ascendant wise analysis. Aries. For Aries, Venus transit in Libra will be the transit in the 7th house. And for the entire month of December, this is a big relief, especially after Venus was with Ketu in the 6th house. Especially for relationship, marriages, this is going to be a really auspicious time. This is also the time when soon Jupiter will become direct in your 1st house, and Jupiter will be aspecting this Venus. But yes, for the entire duration of Venus transit in Libra, there will be a retrograde Jupiter aspect on it. It means that it will make you re-evaluate your relationship, re-evaluate your stand, re-evaluate your decisions, and also your own actions and karma. Therefore, this is a really good time to re-establish a lost connection, create new bond, ignite new spark in relationship, and this can save a lot of marriages. From the perspective of business, this is going to be a good transit because you will be ready to transform yourself and you will be ready to change yourself. So that is one positive aspect of this Venus transit. People who are in beauty industry, people who are doing business in say cosmetics, clothing, who are into event management, who are into filmmaking, who are into other Venusian field, this is going to be a big career changing transit. You will also invest your money both in marriage related affairs in life and towards your business, where there may be a family intervention who is solving the problem, or maybe a help coming from the family, or at least moral support from the family that will help you regain the lost status in your business. This is also the time to build new partnerships. So if you are into business, if you are into startup and looking for a good investor or a partner, this is going to be a great time for that. Taurus. Now in case of Taurus, your ascendant is ruled by Venus, and this Venus will go in the 6th house in Libra. Usually the 6th house transit of Venus is the Maran Karaka position of Shukra. But because Libra is a very favorable sign for Shukra, when you see Venus in the, or your Lagna Lord in the 6th house, it shows that you are trying to balance your duties, you are trying to complete off the pending task, and you are more worried about striking the right balance. And in order to do that, it will demand certain sacrifices, it will demand you to cut down your debts, loans, maybe credit card payment. That means some of the comfort has to be sacrificed. You may have to avoid traveling, going to favorite places, eating favorite food, but all that will help you recover from financial losses. It will give you the right kind of mentality. Maybe you need to do a weight loss. For that, you will have to cut down on food, your favorite food, so that you cut down on your calories. If it was not possible earlier, it is possible now. So it's a very healing transit. It is going to create equilibrium in your life, and this is the time when you can bridge the gap and make your enemy your friend. And if not friend, at least it can neutralize the situation. See, Venus has this potential of reviving something. You should also be careful that your ego should not revive an old enmity between two people. Think about that. Gemini. Now, in case of Gemini, Venus will be in your 5th house. Venus rules your 5th house as well as 12th house. So for students who want to join an international university or who want to travel abroad, Venus will bring in new positive vibe, new positive outcomes. So that is a good news. Also, it's great for people who are involved in textile, fashion designing, art and craft, who want to do creative pursuits. This is a very creative transit, and this will give you new insights and possible career out of these creative areas of life. This will make your expression very polite, and it will make your aura pleasing. Avoid using dark colors or wearing dark color clothes, especially black clothes during this time. Use more of light and bright color. Try to be more cheerful and happy, and chant Vishnu Sahasranam and Devi Suktam during this time. Also, this Venus will give you new opportunities for your career, and you will see that you will be recognized and appreciated in your social circle. This is also going to bring in a lot of friends, and you will have a great time. So for Gemini, this is usually a great time, but because it is 12th lord, also you need to also control your expenses, and you have to ensure that you are not overspending your money or spending on things which really don't matter. If you are controlling all that, this Venus in the 5th house, aspected by Jupiter in the Aries zodiac sign, in fact in Bharani Nakshatra, is going to be a really path-breaking transit for you. Basically, this is a transit of peace and happiness. Cancer. Now, in case of Kark Ascendant, Cancer Ascendant, Venus rules your 11th and 4th house, and it goes in the 4th house in Libra zodiac sign. This is an excellent time for home happiness. This will bring peace, prosperity, and happiness in your home. You will be happy with the assets that you will buy. This is a great time to invest. Yes, you will have to see the position of Saturn, which is basically in trine, because if you see the position of Saturn, it is in the 8th house. But what it shows is that Saturn is also now direct. And therefore, if you are, after a lot of careful planning and research, if you are investing into something, Venus will bring the best value for money, and Venus will give you possibly the greatest happiness that you have experienced in 2023. Do not underestimate Venus in Libra. Venus has the power to balance things out. But balance also means that something might drain away out of your pocket also. That means if there are excess items in your home, you might have to create a balance. That means you will have to discard unnecessary things. So keep that in mind. Also, this is a great time for people who are involved into real estate sector, especially interior designing, Vastu, and somebody who is into event management. People connected with these areas of business will see boost in their career, and Venus aspecting the 10th house will also bring comfort at your place of work. Overall, it's a very calming and peace-giving transit. Chant Shukra mantra every day to extract the most auspicious results of this Shukra transit. Leo. Now, in case of Leo, the Venus transit will be in the 3rd house. It's your career lord's transit, 10th lord transit in the 3rd house, which shows that you will take some creative pursuits, creative initiatives in your career to follow your creative passion. And if you are into these creative industry, entertainment industry, advertising industry, media, filmmaking, editing, production, movie production, video, photography, or any way connected to these areas, whether through business or job or freelancing, you are going to achieve a lot of success during this time. Saturn is now also stable in your 7th house, which will give new business opportunity. And Jupiter from the 9th house aspects Venus. So for people who travel for their work, especially for their creative work, will see great boost. You want to export your item, export through social media. You want to sell things through the channel of digital marketing. This is a great time. Venus in 3rd house also has a drawback. See, the 3rd house is actually the house whose karaka is Mangal. It is all about Purusharth, action. And Venus is a very soft planet. So it has a lot of feminine energy. So what it means is that you will have enthusiasm. Also, you will get comfort. But it means that you cannot push your way through. So be creative. Be very feminine in nature while you are working, because brute strength will not work here. And this goes against the very basic nature of Leo. But if you are humble and if you are inclusive, this is an excellent transit overall for Leo ascendant natives. Virgo. Whether you are a Virgo ascendant or you are a Virgo moon sign, Venus transit in the 2nd house is again a very auspicious time, especially financially. This can solve financial crisis at home. This can bring people together. This can bridge the gap between family members, and this has the great potential to solve all your insecurities. But on the other hand, if you keep on comparing yourself with someone, then this Venus will incorporate jealousy within you. That is why you should be happy with what you have and try to see whether your needs are fulfilled or not. That is when the Venus will fulfill its dharma. Why? Because Venus also rules your 9th house. Your dharma is controlled by Shukra. Therefore, you should always try to pray to Ma Mahalakshmi, as well as you should try to donate money to someone who is in need. Overall, it is a transit of peace, security, and this is going to give you new opportunities of investment. You might also receive help from a father, mentor, or a family member when you are in need. So don't worry, help is on its way. Libra. For Libra, Venus will move in your 1st house. So expect transformation in your personality and people will love your presence. Your aura will become positive and you will be loved by all. But it may need changes within you. If you think that the way you are will be the best way ahead, that may not be possible during this time. Remember, Venus is your 8th lord, and wherever 8th lord will transit, it will bring transformation and changes. This Venus can also expose your vulnerabilities. So in case you find yourself in some mental trauma, in some stress, talk to someone, talk to a doctor, talk to a friend, but don't let the volcano volcano build within, and soon this volcano may burst and can cause a lot of problems. But if you're following this balancing attitude, this is a great time for you. Venus transit in 1st house means loving yourself. Look out for your health, especially your mental health. Look out for your own passion, and sometimes you need to fulfill your desire also. This Venus should not make you selfish. That is one thing you have to take care of. Whether you are comparing yourself with someone or you are being too greedy or demanding, if you are aware of that and if you are not going in that path, then you are neglecting the negative effect of this Venus, and what you will receive is the blessing of Shukradev and the blessing of peace, love and harmony. It's a transit of balance, and balance means something you will give and something you will receive. Scorpio. For Scorpio, this Venus rules your 7th and 12th house, and this Venus goes in the 12th house. This will stabilize your expenses. People who are looking for a foreign trip, people who are looking for export and import business, people who work abroad who wants to expand their business out of their local place, it's going to be a great time. But you may have to enter into partnerships, and sole dominating factor will be gone here. That means you won't be the only dominating factor. You will have someone with whom you have to do a little bit of handshaking, otherwise you won't be able to expand, because when Venus goes in Libra, it creates partnership, it creates alliances, and this alliance is happening from the 12th house. If your business is going at a loss, you may have to take that bitter pill, and you may have to go into some sort of partnership just to save your business. So anyone who is coming with ego will not be able to extract the best out of this Venus transit, because Venus in 12th is humbling it as a planet. Venus in 12th wants you to become very soft, kind-hearted, and be ready to donate. That is when you will have the capacity. And having the capacity means you will become more and more rich. Also, this Venus being the lord of the 7th house going into the 12th house shows that you may plan some trips with your life partner, or your life partner success may make you more and more happy. You can donate some items like fruits, sweets to someone who is in need, and apart from the food items, grains that you can give. That means make somebody happy with the food. That will be a great way to handle the Venus energies in the 12th house, but ensure that you're not overspending. Shopping is not a remedy for anything. Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, Venus rules your 11th house and 6th house, and this Venus goes in the 11th house. It's an excellent transit. It's a transit that will fulfill your dreams. It is a transit that will give you gain of money. But try to understand, this is also the Bhavad Bhavam position of the 6th Lord. See, 6th Lord is 6 places away. This is called Bhavad Bhavam. And when this happens, this kind of amplifies the power of the planet. Also, it carries the result of the original house. That means here the 6th house effect will also be pronounced. That means your income will be high. But what is the purpose of this high income? Cut down your debts. Clear your dues, clear your loans. If you use it for any other purpose, then this transit will show negative results. Why? Because Saturn is in the 3rd house, and it aspects the 5th house. It aspects the Jupiter, which aspects Venus. So the circuit is that if you are using this money, extra money, for any other purpose other than cancelling your debt, fulfilling your needs, so what this Saturn will do is reduce the productivity and reduce the income also. So if you are gaining money, if you are finding a job which is giving you extra amount of income, during this time it means that it is for your need. It is for the necessity, not for your luxury. Overall, this Venus transit in 11th house will be otherwise highly productive. This will be a time when you will be happy with your children, you will be happy with people around you, and you will have a great company. It's a great time for Sagittarius natives, but try to understand, 6th house means prarabdha, and you cannot win over your prarabdha. So fulfill your duty and enjoy. Capricorn. In case of Capricorn, Venus rules your 5th and 10th house. This Venus goes in the 10th house and kind of makes the office environment, the work environment very pleasant. Although 10th house is not the place for Venus. 10th house is very masculine house. It's the place where Sun, Mars and Saturn like planets becomes very strong. But what it talks is that when Venus goes there, it brings some relief if you are struggling in your career. This is going to bring in some support from your children, especially if your children are big enough to join your career. If you are doing a business, then this is going to be a great thing. Also, your education, your certifications will support your career. Maybe you are planning to give an interview. Therefore, if you are not having any certifications and you are trying to grow in your career, maybe learning something or joining or enrolling into a course is a good option here. People who are involved in Venus related career like media, entertainment, art and craft, something that is creative, may find it little difficult to focus on their work just because of the presence of Venus in the 10th house. Although this is the own zodiac sign of Venus and therefore Venus will bring in a lot of balance, but initially you may have to struggle. So it means that you will have to give some extra focus on your work and rely on the resources that you have before trying to reach out for new resources. So basically, what you have is the best that you have and see what you can make with that. Aquarius. In case of Aquarius, Venus rules your 9th house and Venus rules your 4th house. And this 4th Lord Venus comes in the 9th house. Therefore, this is going to give you a sense of satisfaction, happiness, and you will also find yourself in a very positive situation and among positive people. This Venus is also going to give you presence of a guru, guide, mentor, who will make your life very comforting, who will take responsibility, who will share the responsibilities and will give you right amount of, a workload so that you can perform well. Overall, this is a transit that will make you happy. But because Venus is aspecting the 3rd house, you may end up speaking a lot about it. You may end up shopping a lot. You may end up spending money. You may end up spending money in traveling. So be careful on that extra expenses. See, Venus can any day go overboard when it is in the 9th house. Because Venus will feel like Jupiter in the 9th house. And that is what is the ultimate intention of Venus was, to be the ultimate guru. And Venus may lose track. Good thing is that it is Libra and therefore Saturn is there to, to create that calm and cool composed behavior of Venus. But what will Saturn do? On one side, Venus will make luck and fate run in your favor. On the other hand, Saturn will slow things down. So if you are ready to walk slowly, it is good for you because it automatically eliminates any error. But if you try to rush, if you try to run fast, this can turn out to be a transit that could have given positive results but failed to do so. So walk slowly and chant Shri Suktam. Pisces. In case of Pisces, Venus rules your 3rd house and 8th house, and this Venus goes in the 8th house. Usually 8th house transit of Venus is not a great transit because Venus becomes very vulnerable. Any soft planet, Moon, Venus, Mercury becomes very vulnerable and they are exposed to the harshness of the 8th house, especially Venus, which is basically a planet of resources, a planet of comfort. Venus in 8th house is like in secrecy. So you will try to do a lot of things in secrecy and you will be scared that your secrets might come out. This Venus needs to be handled carefully by constantly praying to Ma Durga, by chanting Durga Saptashati every day. This Venus will also aspect your 2nd house, therefore it can create financial insecurity. Maybe you are feeling vulnerable because of a future expense. This also can create jealousy between you and your life partner, where the earnings of the life partner or success can make you feel inferior towards your life partner, and which means that there will be a sense of competition, unexpected, unsaid expectations. All that is a recipe for a family dispute, for a relationship issues. Also, this can create health issues. So you will have to be very careful. You also have to watch out for fight between siblings, especially your younger sister. Overall, Venus in 8th house wants you to do more research on creative side of life, on finding new ways of doing things, and also finding the softer version of you. So for that, do yoga, pranayam, and chant Devi mantra. You can also read Bhagavad Gita every day just to understand the flow of life, and this Venus in the 8th house will turn out to be an Amrit giving transit. Sometimes Venus comes under pressure, and under pressure Venus gives you something which is invaluable. All you have to do is handle that pressure.